जय गोपीजनवल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। जय गोपीजनवल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी। जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी। यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन। यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन। यमुना तीर वनचारी। यमुना तीर वनचारी। जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। जय प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद। निताई गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल। निताई गौर हरि बोल। हरे कृष्णा।
Hare Bol. Thank you so much, Mataji. Krishna. Randana. Mahesh Prabhuji, would you like to recite
Mangalachan? Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah, I can start. Yeah. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Dhananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilita Ena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishta Stapita Ena Bhutale Swayam Rupam Kada Mahya Dadati Swapadantikamaha. Vande Sri Guru Sri Yutapadakamalah Sri Guruna Vaishnavascha Sri Rupa Sagra Jata Sahagana Raghunanitva Sanjivama Sadvaita Savadhuta Parijana Sahita Krishna Chaitanya Devaha Sri Radha Krishna Padana Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakantveshchaha. He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchan Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhasya Kripa Sindhu Evacha Patitana Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namaho Namaha. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindaha. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Prabhuji.
Hare Bol. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for wonderfully citing. I think we have our Raghu Prabhuji. Raghu Prabhuji, which shloka did we complete on Friday? Sorry, I was.
Yeah, let me see. I think
145. Is that right? I don't know.
I think we finished. Correct. We finished 45.
You finished 45. So from 46, Prabhuji?
Yeah, right.
Okay, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, please, if you can, lead Mondays. Sridham Prabhuji is in India, So
Okay. From today, or because last
from
minute
today.
I'm finding out.
Oh yeah, we are all here, Prabhuji. No, it's just we'll all discuss together.
Okay. All right. So do you want me to
Yes, Prabhuji.
share, or how do you want?
Oh yeah, if you want,
Or
you
you
can.
can, or
Whatever is convenient for you, Prabhuji.
okay, let's see.
So maybe Wednesday, Mahesh Prabhuji, you can also lead one day. You want me to share, Prabhuji, or you are planning to share?
I'm just setting up. It may take a little.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. Until then, if you want me to share, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, while you're setting up, Prabhuji, I can share. And then
Okay.
once you're done, I can. The devotees, anybody would like to try to recite?
I tell you what, why don't you go? You keep sharing, because
Yeah, take your time, Prabhuji. No problem.
no,
Okay, that's fine, Prabhuji. No, I'll share.
yeah, you share. Will be faster.
Yeah. Okay, Prabhuji. Yeah. Anybody would like to read the shloka?
You can try, Prabhuji.
Yeah, thank you, Mataji.
किरीटिनं गन्धिनं चक्रहस्त मिच्छामि त्वां द्रष्टुमहं तथैव तनैव रूपेण चतुर्भुजेन सहस्रबाहो भव विश्वमूर्तिये हरे कृष्ण
Hari Bol. Thank you, Mataji. Anybody else?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Can Dandarpana? Can I read, Prabhuji?
Sure, Mataji. Thank you.
Kirtinam Kadinam Chakrahastam Ichchami Tvam Drastum Aham Tathaiva Tenaiva Rupena Chaturbhujena Sahasrabaho Bhava Viswamurte. Back to Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandarpana.
I can also try, Prabhuji. Kirtinam Gadinam Chakrahastam Ichchami Tvam Drashtamaham Tataiva Tenaiva Rupena Chaturbhujena Sahasrabaho Bhava Vishwamukte. Thank you.
I'll try. Just Itinam Gadinam Chakrahastam Ichchami Tvam Drashtumaham Tataiva Taneva Rupena Chaturbhujena Sahasrabaho Bhava Vishwamurte. So, who would like to read the synonyms and translation?
read Prabhuji
Okay, sure.
Kiritinam with helmet Gadinam with club, Chakrahastam, disc in hand, Ichchami, I wish, Tvam, you, Drashtum, to see, Aham, I, Tatha eva, in that position, Tena eva, in that, Rupena, form, Chatubhujena, four-handed, Sahasrabaho, o thousand-handed one, Bhava, just become. Bhava, just become. Vishwamurte, O universal form. Translation by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. O universal form, O thousand-armed lord, I wish to see you in your four-armed form, with helmet, head, with club, wheel, conch, and lotus flower in your hands. I long to see you in that form. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. So it's a small purport, so someone would like to read it. One person.
Can I try, Prabhuji?
Yeah,
Prabhuji?
please. Yeah, please go ahead.
Purport in the Brahma Samhita of Chandu 5.39, it is stated, Ramadi Murtishu Kala Niyamena Tishtan. The Lord is eternally situated in hundreds and thousands of forms, and the main forms are those like Rama, Nasima, Narayana, etc. There are innumerable forms, but Arjuna knew that Krishna is the original personality of Godhead, assuming his temporary universal form. He is now asking to see the form of Narayana, a spiritual form. This verse establishes without any doubt the statement of the Srimad Bhagavatam that Krishna is the original personality of Godhead and all other features originate from him. He is not different from his plenary expansions, and he is God in any of his innumerable forms. In all of these forms, he is fresh like a young man. That is the constant feature of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. One who knows Krishna becomes free at once from all contamination of the material world. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yeah, you'd like to add anything?
Prabhuji, I think it is self-explanatory, and as Arjuna has seen both the forms, the universal form and the form of Krishna, Lord Krishna. So, and he definitely the form of Sri Krishna as the better than the other universal form. So I think that is what I got it, and also from the Srimad Bhagavatam is also miss no doubt it is the statement given in the Bhagavatam that Krishna is the original personality of Godhead, and I also agree with that doing the bhakti or the bhakti yoga, I think that is the best situated in all of the worships. Yeah, and Lord Sri Krishna's Lord Krishna's personality is perfectly fit for this purpose. Yeah, thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you. Any other comments?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji, wonderfully explained. As Prabhuji mentioned, in Brahma Samhita, it is a very nice verse. I think our Bhaswati Mataji recited wonderfully. Ramadimurtishu kala niyamena tishtan nanavataram akrod bhuvaneshu kintu Krishna swayam samavat paramah purmanyu govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. So, I worship the Govinda, the primary Lord, who is manifested himself as the cause of all causes, the Krishna, right?
Yeah.
And different avatars in the world perform like Nama. We all know there are unlimited avatars coming. Of course, they are all non-different from Krishna because Krishna comes in many forms. In avatars also, there are 6 categories and unlimited like Purusha avatars. Purusha avatars, as we know, 3 Purusha avatars. Karanadaksha Vishnu, when he breathes in and breathes out, hundreds and universes are animated. Then Garbhodakashaya Vishnu, and each universe has Garbhodakashaya Vishnu. From the lotus, from the lotus sprouts from his navel, and then Brahma comes and then he creates. Brahma is the secondary creator, and that's Kshiraktasha Vishnu as a super soul. He's there in every living entity, every atom. and also Leela avatars. Krishna comes in, those lot of Leelas, like Leela has all the Dasha avatars and all, and Guna avatars. Every Manavantara has a avatara, and Yuga, every Yuga has a avatara, and Shaktavesha avatars. All these, are there. Of course, there are innumerable. As we said, the Leela avatars are you know, all the 10 incarnations, Rama, Vyasa, Krishna, Kalki, all these. Guna Avtaras is, he comes in Sattva Guna, Rajaguna, and Tama Guna, right? Vishnu, Brahma, and Shiva. And Manavantara Avtaras, one day of Brahma, as we know, there are 1,000 Chaturyugas, and even in every Chaturyuga, in each Yuga is there, and there are 74 Chaturyugas, right? In one day of Brahma, and he comes in all and in all the ages as well. So in that way, we can see that Krishna is the original. In as per Srimad Bhagavatam, Krishna is the original personality of Godhead, and other features originate from him. Like if there is a candle, we can light another candle with another that candle. But once the both candles are there, they are similar because it is the expansion of one candle. The light is not different. So in the same way, Krishna comes in innumerable forms. All these forms are fresh like young man, and that is constant feature of the Lord's personality of God. That's my understanding, Prabhuji. Please add Hare Krishna then.
Prabhuji, can I ask
Thank
one
you.
question? Sorry,
Yeah, please
Prabhuji,
go
can
ahead.
I ask one
No, no, go
question?
ahead.
You use the term Shakti Avatara, right, Prabhuji? Can you explain that a little bit more? Hare Krishna.
Yeah. Shaktaveshara Avtara means, because sometimes, when the Lord comes, Ralph, he has, a feeling to fight, but who can fight with the Lord, right? Only, sometimes, sometimes he comes, Shaktaveshara Avtara is like, I mean, even Vyasa Maharaj, Vyasa Muni, and also who else is there? I think, I don't recall Mataji. There are few examples. He comes as Shaktavesha Avtara. For him to, in fact, all the devotee he fights with, like Vijaya, right? All of course they are not Shaktavesha Avtaras. They are the agents of the Lord. Only they were able to fight with them because no one else can fight, right? So I was just giving one example. But Shaktavesha Avtaras are empowered incarnations. There are so many, Shaktavesha Avtaras. I don't recall all the names, but I think we can say that Vyasa Muni, Narada Muni, and the four Kumaras. All these are empowered living entities who come for a particular region, particular power, specifically to represent him. That's my understanding, Mataji. But other
Thank you,
devotees.
Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you for explaining. Hare Krishna.
Any other comments on this verse? Maybe you wanna
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Prabhuji, very
Hare
nicely you
Krishna.
explained about the avatars. So usually, just I would like to add a little what I know is Krishna has different avatars. As you explained, it's Purusha avatar, Leela avatar, Guna avatar, and then Sakta Besha avatar, Yoga avatar. So different avatars, Prabhuji. So, and then Mataji, for Purusha avatar, we know three types of Purusha avatar. Garbhadakshay Vishnu, Shirodakshay Vishnu, and Karnadakshay Vishnu. And then Krishna's has some different Leela avatars. The 10 Dashavatars, I think it belongs to the Leela avatars. Matsya, Kurma, Baraha, etc. And then Krishna has Also has guna avatars, Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwar, Lord Shiva, Brahma, and Vishnu. And then it comes Shaktavesh avatar, as Prabhuji explained, Mataji. Like Lord Vasudev and others are also there, Shaktavesh, which
Thank,
has Krishna's expansions. Okay, Mataji.
thank you, Mataji. Thank you for explaining beautifully.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. And, to Gopal Prabhu, you also. So this Arjuna is still, he's still, uh, he's the one talking, and he's still asking the Lord that he wants to see the four-handed form. As we have seen in the previous verses, he was terrified uh, with the universal form, and when he first saw the universal form, he was bewildered, and he was very interested. But he is the one who asked for it, and so Krishna obliged and showed him the universal form. But once he saw the universal form, and especially in the Kala Rupa, where he saw so many people, so many living entities being crushed uh, as they enter, depending on the dharma and so on, and how the Kurukshetra war itself was decided, and was all predestined and predetermined by Krishna himself, and Arjuna himself was just an instrument. So once Arjuna saw all that, he was then kind of really horrified to see the universal form. And we have to remember the universal form is only a material form. It's not a spiritual form. All these other avatars that we're talking about, the Narayana and all the Rama, Narasimha, they're all spiritual forms. So now uh, Arjuna wants to get away from the material form and then see the spiritual form of Narayana, which would be the four-handed form. So has been requesting that in the last few verses. So this form, the Narayana form, the Vishnu form, will have it has the Shankha Chakra, Gada, Padma, the lotus flower, the wheel, the club, the conch shell, and the lotus flower. So he wants to see that form because that is really the form that the spiritual form, and he wants to get away from the universal form. But one thing we got to remember is the universal form. Uh, it's not that everyone can see it. As we have read before, Krishna has to give you those divine eyes to see it, and and the person who is able to see it is he's a perfect devotee of the Lord and full of bhakti. So Arjuna was actually was able to see it, and Sanjaya had also had special benediction thanks to Vyasadeva, and he also saw it and relayed that to everything. He was giving a running commentary while the war was going on to Dhritarashtra. Now, in addition to Arjuna, the devatas, all the demigods, they also saw this uh, universal form. So that when Arjuna says that he saw it, he's not the only witness. He's not the only one. The demigods are also the witness to what he saw. So uh, so what we have seen so far is that Arjuna is continuing to request. He wants to get away from the universal form and see the spiritual form, the four-handed form. He's longing to see that. So that's what and already Subal Prabhu, Gopal Das Prabhu and Baswati Mataji have added very nice uh, expansions of what's already stated in the purport. So I don't have anything to say on that. So yeah, is there anything else from anyone?
Prabhuji, you said that Sanjay was able to see the universal form because
Oh,
he was was he a student? Was he a disciple of Vyasadev, Prabhuji? You mentioned
Sanjay?
Sanjay.
Well, the thing is, Vyasadeva, no, was he a disciple of, like, uh, on, although he was what do you call uh, the one who's relaying everything to Dhritarashtra, his disposition was different. He had a lot of bhakti and faith in Krishna. So, uh, his, although he was on Dhritarashtra's side, he had the bhakti. Now I don't know whether he's a disciple of Vyasadeva. I mean, they're all part of that, I assume. Anyone else can comment on that.
Yes, Prabhuji, I also heard he was a disciple of sage Vyasadeva. And of
Okay.
course, he was an advisor to Dhritarashtra, and I think he was a charioteer also, if I'm not wrong. But yeah,
Sanjay? Okay,
yes,
that I don't
yeah,
know.
Yeah,
yeah, he
Sanjay.
got special vision
He got
from
the
Vyasadeva.
yeah. He got
Thank
Sanjay was the disciple of Vedvash, and he got the benediction from Vedvash to help Dhritarashtra because he
thank
was blind. That's why. Mataji.
thank you, Mataji. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you for explaining. Hare Krishna.
And
Very good.
Dhritarashtra did not only
Good.
become physically blind, but he became mentally blind also. That's why Vyasadeva wanted, to Sanjaya to be a good advisor. But as we know, Dhritarashtra did not actually listen.
So should we go on to the next one? Next verse, 46.
46 we just read, right?
Oh,
Prabhuji?
okay, 47.
Yes,
47.
yes.
Okay, who'd like to start reading this?
I can start, Prabhuji, if you like.
Yeah, go ahead.
श्रीभगवानुवाच मया प्रसन्नेन तवार्जुनेदं रूपं परं दर्शितमात्मयोगात् तेजोमयं विश्वमनन्तमाद्यं यन्मे त्वदन्येन न दृष्टपूर्वम् हरे कृष्ण.
Any other Prabhujis or Matajis? Yeah, please. Please. Vaswati Mataji, go ahead.
Krishna Guruji. Yes, Prabhuji, I can read. Sri Bhagavan माया प्रसन्नेन तवर्जुनेदं रूपं परं दर्शितम् आत्मयोगत् तेजोमयं विश्वमनन्तं मध्यं यन्मे त्वदन्येन नादृष्टा पूर्वम्. Back to Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Lord. Any other devotee? Yeah,
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, I would also like to try.
yeah, sure.
Shri Anuvacha Maya Prasanne Tavachunetam Rupam Param Drishtimatmayogat Tejomayam Vishwamanantamadyam Yanme Tvadan Anyena Nadrastapurvam. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Anyone else?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Can I try?
Yeah, please, go ahead.
Then with pranam to all devotees, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Maya prasannena tavarjunetam rupam param darshitam atmayogat tejomayam vishwamanantamadyan yanme tvadanyena drishta purvam. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Very nice. Okay, let's synonyms and translation. Who would like to read?
Yeah. Can I try, Prabhuji?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Synonyms. Sri Bhagwan Uvacha. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, Maya, by me, prasannena, happily, tava, unto you, Arjuna, O Arjuna, idam, these, rupam, form, param, transcendental, trishtitam, shown, atma yoga, by my internal potency, teja, mayam, full of effluences, vishwam, the entire universe, anantam, unlimited, adhyayam, original, yat, that which, me, is my, tvata aneyana, besides you, na drashtapurvam, no one has previously seen. Translation by Sri Prabhupada. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, My dear Arjuna, happily have I shown you by my internal potency this supreme universal form within the material world. No one before you has ever seen this primal form, unlimited and full of glaring effluences. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Okay, the purport, I think one devotee can read it. So one paragraph.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam Prabhuji. May
Yeah,
Hare Krishna,
yeah.
Abhay Charana
Please
Sri
go ahead.
Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai, Prabhupada ki jai. Arjuna wanted to see the universal form of the Supreme Lord. So Lord Krishna, out of his mercy upon his devotee, Arjuna showed his universal form full of effulgency and opulency. This form was glaring like the sun, and its many faces were rapidly changing. Krishna showed this form just to satisfy the desire of his friend Arjuna. This form was manifested by Krishna through his internal potency, which is convincible by human speculation. No one had seen this universal form of the Lord before Arjuna, but because the form was shown to Arjuna, other devotees in the heavenly planets and in other planets in our space could also see it. They had not seen it before, but because of Arjuna, they were also able to see it. In other words, all the disciplic devotees of the Lord could see the universal form which was shown to Arjuna by the mercy of Krishna. Someone has commented that this form was shown to Duryodhana also when Krishna went to Duryodhana to negotiate for peace. Peace. Unfortunately, Duryodhana did not accept the peace offer, but at that time, Krishna manifested some of his universal forms, but those forms are different from this one shown to Arjuna. It is clearly said that no one had even ever seen this form before. Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. like to say anything on this? Add anything? Okay.
So the Yadbhavam Tadbhavati in Bhagavad Gita, so many times Lord Sri Krishna described that who is having good thoughts and good mind, they can see the God. In this Duryodhana Sabha, he went for peace. Unfortunately, because of Maya, they could not see the Lord Sri Krishna Virat Rupa. So Arjuna is devotee and is having good aims and principles and ethics. So he is with Divya Chakshu. He has seen Lord Sri Krishna Virat Rupa Vishwarupa. That's all I understood with my poor knowledge, Prabhuji.
Okay, thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Any other comments on this? Vaswati Mataji, you would like to add anything on this? Not available.
Oh, Prabhuji, I'm available, Prabhuji.
Oh, you are there. Okay.
Yes, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, I'll just let other devotees to add. I'll be back, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, I'll be back in few minutes.
Yeah, okay, sorry. Yeah, I didn't hear you. Yeah, go. Yeah, sure. You can come. Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, wonderfully explained, Prabhuji. Please, you can add, Prabhuji. But my understanding is, in this section, like now, Krishna started, telling because Arjuna wanted to see the universal form, and here it says that Krishna showed Arjuna the full effulgence and opulence, and this form was like glaring, hundreds of suns. We read earlier also, and uh, and also it says that even before also, when Krishna tried to negotiate, he asked only for 5 villages for Pandavas. So that was the peace deal he gave. But Duryodhana said, "I'll not even give uh, a a pin, where the pin stands, right? Or not even that much space." And at that time, Duryodhana tried to capture Krishna. And at that time also, Krishna showed a partial universal form, right? But even though, he was not able to, of course, because he doesn't have that spiritual eyes, he was not able to see. Duryodhana did not accept the peace offer, but at that time, Krishna manifested some of this universal form. But those forms are different than what is shown to Arjuna. It is clearly because in this world, people generally, like to see something very very much like, if there is any Baba who can, do some magic, right? They think that he is God. So they want to see some unnatural things. So, of course, in this case, Krishna, who is a supreme personality of Godhead, he said, I have shown this universal form to nobody else before, this. And, by my internal potency, I have shown. Because inconceivable, right? Happily, my desire, because no one has seen this before. So all the disciplic, devotees of the Lord could see it because they are the pure devotees of the Lord. Which was shown to Arjuna. Like example, other devotees and planets and other heavenly planets, right? From other planets also they were able to see. But Duryodhana, even though he tried to show, he was not able to see because he was filled with ego, kama, krodha, lobha, mada, matsarya, all those things. That's my understanding, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Any other
Krishna.
comments? Yeah,
Yes.
please. Go.
Prabhuji explained very nicely, Prabhu, about this purport, the essence of the purport. Prabhuji already explained. So here that here Prabhupada is giving importance of the fact that Krishna is very loyal, very merciful to his devotees. So because Arjuna desired to see Krishna's universal form, that is the reason Krishna showed him this his universal form, because Krishna is merciful. He has full of opulence. He has the supreme Lord. He has everything. But he never um, do the propaganda like he is that supreme, unless someone wants to see. So here Arjuna wanted to see the his universal form, his opulences. That's why Krishna, by with mercy, he showed this form. As well as at the same time, Krishna is always favorable towards his devotees. So that is why what the Vishwarupa um, he showed to Arjuna, it's totally different. It's different, not totally, it's different from what he showed to the Virat Rupa to Duryodhana. Because Duryodhana was in a demoniac mentality. He has no love, he has no favor for Krishna. I mean, he doesn't want Krishna as a friend. He always think Krishna, he was very jealous to Krishna, and he always shows his anger, his jealousy, envy towards Krishna. But Arjuna is different. Arjuna is always like when as Sridhama Prabhuji explained in previous classes that when both Arjuna and Duryodhana went to visit Krishna in Dwarka, Krishna was sleeping, and then Duryodhana was sitting on the on his near his head where Krishna was sleeping, whereas Arjuna was sitting near his feet, his lotus feet. He is waiting for Krishna to wake up. So first Krishna has seen the Arjuna. He able to see because he was on the towards his lotus feet, and then Krishna asked Arjuna that what you want. Then Duryodhana says, no, I came first. You have to listen first to what I want. Then Arjuna, then Krishna said, okay, then tell me what you want. And then he wanted his 10 million Narayani Senas, the soldiers, Duryodhana. But Arjuna wants only Krishna because he is his devotee. So that's the difference between the non-devotee and devotee here. So here also Prabhupada is explaining that about that disciple, like those forms different, and no one had ever sorry, the disciplic devotees of the Lord could see the universal form which was shown to Arjuna by the mercy of the Krishna. So here as Arjuna has seen Krishna's universal form, the demigods also be able to see the form because of Arjuna, because of a pure devotee. The demigods able to see Krishna. So here, I don't know, somehow I feel like to connect this one with our acharyas, our Guru Maharajas, through their mercy, through them will be able to uh, get the Krishna's mercy, Krishna's prem through the Guru, because Krishna will show his mercy to his pure devotees. So through the pure devotees will get the mercy. Like Bhakti Vinod Thakur, the beautiful bhajan, Krishna tomaro, Krishna dite paro, tomaro shakoti ache, O Vaishnava Thakur. So, O Guru Maharaj, you have Krishna and you have the power to give us Krishna. So that's what here also Prabhupada, I think, trying to mention about saying that disciplic devotees of the Lord could see the universal form which was shown by Arjuna by the mercy of the Krishna. So that's an analogy that about Guru and disciples, the relationship of Gurus and disciples to get the mercy of Lord Krishna. Back to Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. So summarized everything very nicely. So from this verse on, uh, Krishna is speaking. And so, because Arjuna had requested Krishna, first, as Mataji already explained, and Prabhuji also explained, uh, we saw that Krishna is there in every, uh, as Shir Doksai Vishnu is there in every atom, and is there as Paramatma. So, uh, because of his also his effulgence and the fact that he's present everywhere in the material world, that's why Arjuna first asked for the universal form. He's the one who requested it. And Arjuna is a great devotee. So Krishna was going to satisfy his wishes. And he gave him divine celestial eyes to see to see the universal form. But once he saw the universal form, and as I already explained, and then went on. Initially, he was bewildered, but then he saw the Kala Rupa, and then he was horrified. So at that point, he said, "No, no, no! I don't want this anymore. I want to go back to the spiritual form, so the Narayana form." Uh, so Krishna is, in a way, kind of uh, in these verses, he's uh, he's explaining to Arjuna what he has shown, and why is he now changing his tune in uh, asking for the Narayana form. So, so this is like a transition from one to the other. And the next verse also, which we'll be doing tomorrow, uh, yeah, Krishna still goes on to describe how the universal form, describe more about the universal form. And I think after that he reveals the four-handed form, four-handed spiritual form, which Arjuna very much wants to see. Uh, as Mataji already explained, the universal form is something that uh, Arjuna has seen. Uh, then, uh, uh, then the devatas from the other planets have seen it, and the devatas are all uh, uh, Vishnu bhaktas. So you are either a devotee, you're a pure devotee to see it, or you're not. If you're not a devotee, you don't have uh, you won't be able to see the universal form as much as uh, uh, or even those who are into the Brahman effulgence, they cannot see, they're not qualified to see the universal form. But then the devotees may be qualified, but not all devotees are really interested in it, because the universal form, uh, how can you serve a universal form? It is too general. It is too. It has too much uh, variation in it. So they are interested in the uh, Shamsundar form, which they can, uh, as the devotees, they can serve the Shamsundar form, and they can visualize that nicely and do all their prayers and everything, all the bhakti. So uh, Duryodhana, for instance, Mataji already explained, he saw some form which is not this universal form, but a small segment of it. It's not clear exactly what he saw, but whatever he saw, because of his, uh, uh, because he was uh, almost demoniac qualities, he his he could not understand, and he was not interested at all. He was more interested in driving the Pandavas out of their kingdom, and trying to usurp the whole empire for himself. So he had greed on his side. His mind was all full of vengeance. So with such a mood, nobody can the Krishna will not have any mercy. The person who is pure devotee, uh, who has shown bhakti towards Krishna, is always going to be win out, and he is the one who will be able to see the universal form if he desires, only if he desires. Otherwise, he is more interested in the Shyamasundar form. Yes, Dara Mataji, you had a question?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Yes, sorry, I wanted to let you finish actually. It was about the internal potency. Sometimes that confuses me because, um, so I don't know. I thought the universal form would be his external potency since it's temporary. But yeah, I guess if you can explain the difference, how we can really know when the Lord is showing his internal potency versus the external potency.
Yeah, that's a good question. And I'll let Subal Pal Prabhu. Can you answer that? Or Baswati Mataji?
I have to think, Mataji. I'll think a little bit, then I'll get back to you. Shubal Prabhu, please go ahead. But potency
Yeah.
means different. Yeah, Prabhuji, please go ahead.
No. Go ahead, Mataji.
What I understood is it's a internal Krishna's universal form is Krishna himself. That is all his awe and reverence, right, Prabhuji? That's his awe and reverence. So it's nothing that is not external. External is when he has his Maya Devi. That potency is external potency, but that is different. Prabhuji, please explain.
Yes, Mataji, as you mentioned, the internal potency is, when he, as Mataji mentioned, all the internal potency, external potencies, Bhadra and Subhadra, right? So Bhadra is the, Maya Devi, the Durga Devi, who is in charge of this external material energy, right? Because even in, the presence, so basically, it just as darkness cannot remain in the presence of light, yet darkness is there. So being but illusionary and temporary covering of the light. So that is the external potency, because we are all in the external potency. But what that the universal form, as Prabhuji mentioned, as I think you also rightly mentioned, it is temporary, and it is not, of course, in the spiritual world there is no universal form. I think the universal form he was showing, because in this material world, people cannot, and some people, of course, the Mayavadis, cannot understand the internal potency of the Lord as his Shama Sundara form. They want to see something, uh, you know, mm, mm, you know, uh, unimaginable. So that's why he had to show that universal form. And of course, that was desire of Arjuna as well. But after seeing it, he said that no, I want to see the Shyamasundara form because he's the pure devotee. That's my understanding, Mataji. But we can check with senior devotees as well.
Hare
And
Krishna, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhuji, like explain nicely. Yeah, the external potency is the material world. So, Mataji, I think in previous few verses, I will check the Bhagavad Gita, the previous verses. There, Prabhupada clearly explained that that is his universal form is it's Krishna's internal potency. It's not at all external potency, though it's in the material world. So every millennium, with the destruction, annihilation of this material world, the universal form will also go away. But it's still it's his Krishna's internal potency, that is Krishna's Satchit Ananda, that spiritual world, that is came from the spiritual world. So it's shown here in the material world, but it is totally from the spiritual world. So it is his awe and reverences, as well as his Satchit Ananda form, though it's in a temporary in the material world, but it's his all Krishna's internal potency. Mataji, I will just find out the verse and I'll just forward to you. Hare
Okay,
Krishna.
no problem. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, Subal Prabhuji, also for explaining it so well. And so, are there is there another example of like his manifestation, Krishna's manifestation of his internal potency? Maybe I can understand it better than that way.
Our soul is also internal potency, Mataji, because even though we are in this material world, because our soul is also Satchitananda. It is internal energy, and of course, as we know, there are internal energy, internal, external, and marginal energy also, right? So tatastha. So we are sometimes in Krishna consciousness, but not sometimes, right? So we are kind of a cat on the wall. Sometimes jumps here and jumps there. But in ours, we do have our soul is always Satchitananda. It belongs to the Lord. We are all the servants of the Lord. Once we complete our activity, we have to go back to our spiritual, because as we know, Durga, right? She takes care of this material energy. Like we are in a prison, but once we get freed from Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Matsara, we go back to our real home. That's my understanding, Mataji.
Thank you for that. Actually, that example really helps also because now I understand it better because we are also temporary um, in this world. So, just like this universal form, but we come from Krishna's internal potency. So, okay. So now that makes sense. Thank you. Thank you, Raji. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. That's a very nice question, I think. So I think we're around time. Anything else, or should we? Okay, I think we'll stop here. So vanchakapatarupiascha kripasindubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Hare Krishna devotees.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Hare
Prabhu.
Krishna, Dandavat Pranam Prabhuji's and Mataji's. Hari
Thank you,
Bol.
Prabhu. Raghu Prabhuji ki jai, Srimad
Raghu
Bhagavatam.
Prabhuji ki, Subal Prabhuji ki,
All
Mataji,
devotees.
Saraswati Mat,
Saraswati Mataji ki,
all
Jai.
all devotees.
Jai. Prabhuji.
Yeah, right.